Hey sophomores, how's it going? Let's take a look at our lesson, and this is going to be the video for both Monday and Tuesday, May 4th and 5th. And our objective for our lesson we're doing right now, our chapter, is explain what were the effects of the Spanish conquest on indigenous people in the Americas from 1450 to 1750. And here is our basic plan, which is really similar, almost exactly the same to what I showed you last week. Number one, your videos and readings for part one, they were due, says R, let me change that. They were due by Thursday at 11:59. And on Sunday at 11:59, your Flipgrid question was due. Now, if you haven't finished doing your video notes yet, or your notes for your videos and your reading, you can do that. And if you haven't finished your Flipgrid yet, you can still do that. So let's go take a look at the website and see what we need to get done. All right, so looking at the website, if you go back, if you don't have the packet and the notes done yet, if you're a little behind, here's where you will find the packet. And you can watch this video. It gives you directions on how to take notes for it and everything. And the Flipgrid, so you need to take notes on the readings and the videos here. The Flipgrid is located right here on 30th of April for our one we put up there. And here's where you click for the Flipgrid and where you can answer the Flipgrid question, which is on what were the effects of colonialism on indigenous people in the Americas. So make sure that you get both of those done. Those are graded and they're required. If you don't do it, you will see a drop in your grade. But if you do it and do it well, you'll see your grade improve. So make sure you get that done. All right, so what is due for Monday at 11:59? Let's go and take a look at your graphic organizer. Now again, to review, to get to your graphic organizer, you need to go to your class, first, second, third, eighth, and I'm just going to pick on eighth right here, okay? And I'm filming this actually on Friday, so probably almost no one has this done. So what you need to do is you need to go on to your class and find the graphic organizer and answer this question, which actually is really similar to our Flipgrid. So if you're having any difficulties, go and watch the videos in the Flipgrid and see what people are putting down for some ideas. Read your notes, read your videos, and from that, explain what were the effects of Spanish conquest on indigenous people in the Americas in the early modern era. So you'll need a claim right here. Your claim can be something like, one of the major effects on the indigenous people was blank. You can make a claim better than that. You can say, give some kind of background to that. In the early modern era, there were Europeans traveling to the world and the Columbian Exchange was going on. However, this greatly affected the indigenous people. Indigenous people were affected by blank and blank because of Spanish conquest. Now, the more you put into it, the better grade you're going to get out of this. And I think we're going to stick to our basic claim evidence explanation rubric for this, the one that we've been using since the beginning of the year and we've improved. We use this for our Crusades paper, our Columbian Exchange paper. We're going to stick with that because you guys have created it, we're comfortable with it, and we've used it. Then your evidence here. How much evidence should you have? Well, that is a good question. We're following the rubric, so I would say you want as much evidence as you need, but let's go ahead and take a look at that. Now I'm going to post this on the newest discussion, our newest post for our class, and if we look at evidence, here is what we are looking at. So your evidence needs to be connected to your claim in your own words. You need at least 2 or 3 accurate pieces of information from the chapter, dates, all these specifics that we've talked about before. Put those into your class graphic organizer. And lastly, we need an explanation. And your explanation, just the same right here. If we make connections, If we do some things that are more original and more creative, like we've talked about throughout the year, outside information, connections to today, connections to another chapter, something else we learned about, perhaps bringing in some things from the Columbian Exchange from our last chapter, or what the Spanish learned from the Muslims could go in there. Those things can go in for your explanation. And again, there's no shame if you want to go and take a look at this doc and read what a couple other people have down here. That is totally fine. That is not cheating. If you take it and copy and paste and put in yours, that's cheating. But if you find that someone here has a really good answer and you want to use that, go for it. Now, I'm looking on here. It's not full because I'm looking at it on Friday. People haven't done it yet. By the time you're watching this video, we're looking at on Monday, this should be pretty full. People should have their answers in there. Okay? So go ahead and get your claim, your evidence, and explanation, and you're going to type this up. Now, when is this going to be due for typing? That is going to be on Wednesday at 11:59. So I'm not going to make a video for Tuesday. We'll just have this will be Monday and Tuesday's video. I'm going to make another video on Wednesday for you to turn this in. Now, something to remember, this is your causation standard. A number of you will be receiving an email from me, and I'll be letting you know if you have not passed the causation standard yet. If you haven't, I'll be emailing you and saying you really want to pass this standard, because if you pass this, you have the causation standard passed, and you won't have to worry about summer school. So keep your eyes open on your inbox for that. If you don't get an email like that, you've passed it already. And you can make your GPA higher and do an even better job in school this year. All right, that is all that I have. I will be seeing you guys soon. I'll have a video for you guys again on Wednesday. Talk to you all later.